Did you? Oh, so they're still missing us.
Meric, you can't say that.
Okay, well, you can tell us the things to say, and then we'll say them.
We've instantly killed the bad guy? That's so crazy.
Meric, you just said Patrick's your favorite. It makes the rest of us feel really bad.
And yet is accurate.
Yeah.
How sad that makes you all feel.
That's my favorite reaction to that.
All right, take two. This is what happens when you don't stream for a month. Your settings forget you.
Or a week or a day.
Or, yeah, a day. It's just like, hey, you don't work anymore. Okay, welcome back. Hello. My name is Meric Moyer. My pronouns are he, him. We're going again. And this is a new episode of Starfall Detective Agency, where we are playing Fantasy Age 2nd Edition. Did you miss us? Ah, that's right.
I did.
Good. I missed all of you. Except for Jen, because I see her every day.
Yeah, I didn't like where that was going for a second.
Except for Jen, because of how awful she is.
it didn't come out correctly.
Taxing on my emotional state.
There's a good pause there.
Okay. So, we got a couple of things to talk about, and then we get into the game. So, the cool things. Let's see. As always with Starfall Detective Agency, we are streaming on Moonbeam, and Moonbeam has super cool, new, exciting news. It went into closed beta on Friday, and so all the people who backed on the Kickstarter, not Kickstarter, on the crowdfunder, and wanted to be involved are in here, and they could find us now, and that's pretty cool. And then Moonbeam did a poll and said, hey, closed beta folks, we're kind of ready for open beta. Should we do that? And out of the 1,700 closed beta people, apparently, only 2 people said no.
Wow.
Now, I don't know how many people said yes, but they did say the overwhelming majority said, yeah, bring them all in. And the 2 people who said no basically said, just like, no, because we don't want you to get overwhelmed. If you can handle it, then yes.
But who were those 2 people?
Who were they? Who were the 2 lone dissenters?
I said no.
You said no?
They didn't ask. I just sent an email that said no.
But yeah, so the I believe it's going to be an open beta like within the week sort of thing. Pretty soon, pretty quick. And so people will just be able to sign up for Moonbeam and come in and check out realms and check out streams, and it's all going to be very, very cool. Now, one of the other super cool things, let's see, they got payouts going for the people in the US, so that does not yet apply to us. Us Canadians have to wait until things get settled. But the other cool thing that is happening now is that VODs are working. And so this is our first stream since VODs are up, and this is going to be saved onto our realm in perpetuity for exciting rewatches. So enjoy. There's other cool news from Roll20 this time. Roll20 has now officially put together their cross-platform sync with Demiplane. And so if you purchased Marvel, like the Marvel RPG, the Alien RPG, Pathfinder, or Starfinder, all of your purchases on one are now on the other. So that's pretty cool. They also can link your accounts now. So if you've used the same email on both, you can go into one of the services and link it to the other, and it'll all share in that manner. And that is leading towards full character sheet integration. So they've rolled it out with Starfinder 2E first, but basically the end goal is that you can build a character on Demiplane's really, really good character builder, and then that character sheet will show up in Roll20 instead of the Roll20 character sheets that they have now.
Cool.
That's a win.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That is a solid thing put together. And yeah, the accounts are single pay now. If you link them and you're a Roll20 Pro subscriber, you now get all the benefits of Demiplane and kind of vice versa. So pay once now, which is great. We are, of course, Roll20 ambassadors, and we like Roll20, and we will be using Roll20 for tonight's game, in case people forgot what was going on.
We don't have to.
No, you don't think so?
No, I think we could just theater of the mind. Like, we just, like, talk it out.
Oh, of course.
I think we're in a social situation right now.
It is. I mean, it's true.
Like a kind of social situation.
Mm-hmm. Okay, last bit of news is we have new episodes of Star Trek Adventures USS Challenger coming to the channel. So there's 3 more episodes of the ones that were recorded by myself, Jim Johnson, Michael Dismuke, Al Spader, and oh my goodness, I got to the end of the names and I...
BJ?
Sorry?
BJ?
Yes, thank you. BJ Holmes. And I was just like, I'm so sorry. I can't.
Brain broke.
My brain, it stopped working. BC Holmes. So, sorry about that, BC. Of course, BC playing our captain, and potentially the most important character in every one of our episodes. But yes, all of us are back on the USS Challenger playing the starter set and quick start pre-made characters. And those episodes will be coming out weekly starting March 14th. So March 14th, 21st, and 28th on Fridays. And you can catch those on our YouTube channel and also on the Studio Tembo channel that Continuing Conversations comes out on. It will not be on Moonbeam VODs. That is about it. Ready for the recap, folks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Last time on Starfall Detective Agency, you fought with a group of brick streeters, simply eviscerating them with blades and shadows and desks. One of them was nearly killed, but then revived by strange shadow magics. Benny reported all of this to his old partner, Jet, but said to give a little bit of lead time before sending in the cops. After that, you all did a little bit of investigation and gained access to the secret smuggling warehouse beneath this semi-legitimate business upstairs. There, you found shelves of strange artifacts, radio transcripts, maps, and one report which read, "They found the location of the Pearl of Pax Rathus. A team has been dispatched." Then, the crates on the far end of the room began to shift, and a battle-ready Orion rose up to attack. In a cultured voice, he said, "Terribly sorry, but I must defeat you." Which is where we're going to pick up. And so I'm going to go and move us over to the virtual tabletop. Ooh. Ah. And I'm going to get you all to roll initiative.
All right.
And we all remember which system this is.
This is Fantasy Age.
Yeah, you rolled dexterity with initiative focus, right? Yeah.
Correct.
I said I knew.
Yeah, of course you knew.
Yeah.
We were explaining it for the viewers.
And you got to roll your special focus dice. You have the D11 ready, right?
Add them together.
Yeah.
But you don't add them together in not Daggerfall.
Daggerheart.
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 Daggerfall's like a different game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You do add them together in Daggerheart. Who knew? Which is a cool game coming out in May.
It was the most upsetting revelation that we'd ever, I think, come across in the history of my time playing games.
It was very funny for me.
Oh god.
Like,
I've
you
never
guys
felt so
suck.
useless. Yeah. Can you stunt on initiative?
No. It is a reactive
That's a good
test,
question.
not an action.
I like how I roll terribly for everything, and I'm not fighty, but I can roll initiative.
Your initiative was so good.
Oh, are we putting them in? Is that what everybody's done?
Yeah, everybody's done it
Yep.
except for you.
I also did.
Ooh, and what is your dexterity modifier?
Mine is 2.
Katie, what's yours?
Mine is also 2, but I would like Karnath to go first. Does that count for anything?
Yeah, that's fine.
Karnath has the initiative bonus as well. So
I mean-
you can just say that.
I totally just did it incorrectly anyways, because the tiebreaker is actually the stunt die. And I remember that after we'd been talking about it.
Mine was also 5.
Perfect! Well, yes, Karnath
Did
can
you roll
go first.
5, 5, 6?
I did!
We rolled the exact same thing.
Amazing.
All right.
We fight simultaneously.
Well-
You have +2 to your initiative.
Yeah.
2
Where you seeing
dexterity,
that?
and then you have a 2 initiative bonus. I don't know. I just have it, and I thought you had a 2 because we have the same thing.
Mm.
I don't.
You took
I
the
don't have a
initiative
focus in
focus.
initiative.
Oh, alright.
I have a focus in heavy blades, navigation, and stamina.
All right.
You're looking at my character sheet and seeing where it
No.
says initiative?
I'm looking at mine to see what the special thing that makes me have it is because I'm very sure you have it too.
I don't think I do.
Maybe not. It's mine's initiative focus. Never mind. I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Thinking of different characters, I'm sure.
It's not
I
like
think we have other
play a lot
similarity.
of role-playing games or anything.
Yeah.
Never comes up. We don't do that. Patrick, you get to go first. It's Fantasy Age, so you get a major action and a minor action.
Okay. So, to get to this machineman,
Machineman.
are these shelves pass-throughable? Should I leap through one?
Ooh, you could attempt a dexterity to squeeze through the shelves, but they do not look that stable, and they are filled with fragile, expensive objects. Meaning, I'd love to see you do it. I'm very interested in the outcome.
Well, this is supposed to be like our pulp one, right?
Yes,
That's our vibe.
it sure is.
Crazy.
That's the vibe.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump and try and ride the shelf down. Like jump up and like push the shelf down with me, and then come down
Okay, cool.
at the machineman.
Are you gonna land on top of me?
I assure you, no. I'm gonna go through this
This
shelf on my right. Yeah,
Okay.
Awesome.
just crash a shelf onto you. I'm helping.
Go ahead and make a dexterity test as part of your movement action.
Beautiful.
Have you seen the beginning of The Mummy?
Real stunt. They can only do it once.
Really?
Yeah, that was an actual like setup in a library.
Like, is the camera on? Is it?
Absolutely hilarious.
14.
A 14. What is the value of your stunt die?
It is a 6.
Okay. So with a 14, you have just narrowly failed. If you modify your dice and get to a 15, that will be a hard difficulty, and you'll succeed riding the shelf down and standing on it. With this current failure, you will land prone, but There will not be very much damage to the items thanks to your 6.
I will easily modify my die with from a 2 to a 3.
Okay, so spend 3 of your fortune.
I think
Done
you should
and done.
actually get some fortune out of this and make yourself fail so we can see some stuff break.
Just like reduce
I think
your...
I think it would just go poorly for me as a person to fall next to the robot.
Excellent. And so you can place yourself anywhere within a movement, like your movement speed. Yeah, the shelf behind you has crashed forward as you slide down it, riding it. The Orion, in its large sort of battle gear, like orients towards you. It's got pincer hand and an integrated blaster in the other hand. Like, as it turns towards you, you can see, like, there's a blaster in the wrist sort of thing.
We don't love that.
Oh, I love it. The shelf crashes down. There's an explosion of dust. You see, like, a fancy gold plate with, like, gems on it rolling past.
Oh.
Ooh.
I mean, I probably broke a bunch of stuff. But it's time for attack chop time. Dirty 20.
Yes, that will certainly hit. I don't know how you get a natural 20 on 3d6.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I said it, and I was like, because I had to add numbers to make 20,
Of course.
which is the only way to get it in this. You know, sometimes when your brain is just wired one way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get you.
And that will be 10 points of slashing damage, or whatever they call it in this.
That will, in fact, be 6 points of damage.
He's got some type of armor hours.
Yeah.
What's your weapon again? Sorry.
Big old sword.
Noise.
Okay. And are you all done? Does Karnath say or do anything?
Nope, silent.
All right. Then it is Mel's turn.
You know.
I would like to dazzle him.
Okay. Hang
It
on.
says,
I clicked the wrong thing on my computer and I moved us to a screen. We're good. We're good. Please continue.
as a free action, select one foe who can hear you to dazzle. If your communication is greater than their willpower, you gain a +2 bonus to defense.
Okay. How do you dazzle them? Or do you
I'm
want to
gonna-
roll first and then tell us?
Maybe I should see if I'm successful.
Okay.
Close-up magic.
A whole bunch of cards.
Throw a card at the window, and it's on the other side.
$18.
18. Okay, so sorry, could you read the ability again? So you make the roll,
Yeah.
and you have
Ooh,
to exceed...
also he's stunted.
Oh, you have to exceed my willpower, so I've got to make a willpower test.
Correct. My
Okay.
communication has to be greater than your willpower.
Okay. Oh, yes, you definitely succeed. I only got a 9.
Cool. Alright. I did stunt. I don't know if I can stunt on this.
Yeah, probably on a social, maybe on a combat.
Check the table for gun stunts. I think this applies.
You could impress them and get +1 stunt point. +1 per stunt point spent to your next social test. You could convey a hidden message to somebody. You could taunt them to attack you now that you have an increased defense. Ooh, your interaction reveals information about your target beyond even what you might have been looking for.
I like that.
How
Maybe
many-
he's got a weak spot.
How many stunt points did you spend?
I got 4.
Okay, so pay attention is 3.
Sweet.
And then you can
Hey,
get
I'm a dazzle.
excellent. And you can get a +1 on your next social test as well. How do you dazzle this person? Which I forgot needs to speak as well. But...
I'm gonna pick up some pieces of broken glass and I'm gonna juggle them.
Juggling broken glass with a communication test. Okay?
Why not?
Sounds
Communication is, hey, look over here. Look over here.
All right, so I do have to wind back a little bit as you sort of like, as Karnath slides down this shelf and then slashes at the defender. You hear the voice once again within this like heavy helmet say, "Oh dear, that shelf is coming down towards us."
Is it C-3PO in here?
And then Katie, Mel begins to juggle glass, at which point they say, "Oh, goodness me, that does not look safe. Please be careful with your hands."
I'm also singing Circus Maximus.
All right, and that gives you how much bonus in defense?
+2.
Okay.
Worth it.
All right, Jen, it is Nova's turn. Unless, Katie, you had anything else you're doing?
I mean, it says that's a free action. So does that mean I do other things? This feels weird.
What page is it on?
I don't know. I just have it written in my notes.
Okay. And it was called...
I forgot, Meric. All of my attacks are free actions too.
Oh, wow, incredible.
So if we just roll back to my turn, I'd like to make 12 attacks.
So, Katie, what was the name of it again?
Dazzle.
Dazzle. Dazzle. Class power. Page 30.
Page 30 says it is not only just a free action, but the DM also then has to give you $10.
Whether it is through charming patter, a dour glare. Do people say dour or doer?
Dower.
Hour?
Right?
Dower.
I've heard people say doer, and I'm like, I don't like that.
Those people are wrong.
Cutting remarks or the performance of tricks and art. Maybe.
Maybe it's a Canadian thing.
Maybe it is. Maybe Canadians say dour. You can dazzle a foe, leaving them unable to concentrate on attacking you. As a free action, select one foe who can hear you to dazzle. If your communication is greater than their willpower, you gain a +2 bonus to defense. So there's no
Oh, it's
roll involved.
selecting them.
Yeah, there's no roll
Oh,
involved.
there isn't?
It's just if your communication is greater than their willpower.
But I rolled so good.
Yeah. What is your communication?
2.
It is not greater than the bot's willpower.
This
Bummer.
makes me sad. I dropped the glass, guys.
Oh no, it just means that you do need to increase your communication.
Yeah. Maybe you were looking for things to juggle, but Karnath has smashed it all.
It would have worked against the folks upstairs.
Should've
Very
dazzled
willful
them.
Robot.
No. Okay, so from the start of your turn then, Katie, what would you like to do?
Well, I failed the dazzle attempt because
Yeah.
I would have tried to do it anyway.
But it's a free action, so you pull up some glass and you kind of juggle it, and it says, "Oh, do be careful with that."
Can I persuade him, or is he too fighty?
You could try, absolutely.
Because I'm not a very fighty person.
Yeah, what do you want to say?
I'll just say, good. Is it afternoon? What time is it?
You had breakfast. Yeah, no, it's evening.
Evening? Okay.
Evening.
It's late.
Good evening, sir. We're a little lost. Do you think you could help us get out of here?
Go
I
ahead
really respect the hustle.
and make a communication test.
I'm stabbing him in the neck.
Can I use persuasion for this too?
Absolutely.
I have a number tonight, guys. 18 and a stunted.
Fantastic. How many stunt points did you get?
4.
Okay, so you could literally do the same thing that you just did. You can get +1 on your next social, and you could learn something that you wouldn't otherwise know.
Let's do it.
Okay. And so, yes, an 18 is a success, at which point the robot says, "Oh, it is terribly good to meet someone with such good manners, and I surely would like to help you. My name is Duke Francis Rudderbell. Unfortunately, I can't. I cannot help you. I do have to defeat you. I am so, so sorry."
Did I learn something that I wouldn't know otherwise?
Yeah. Yeah, so, what he'd say is, these horrible brick streeters found me somewhere and reactivated me. They've put some sort of override panel onto my chassis. If you can reach it, I do believe I could stop fighting you.
That's an engineering technology.
We need Jerry!
She drops in from the ceiling.
All right.
She could. It's magic.
Katie, did you want to move, or are you all done?
I'm all done. Mel's not with it enough to move, guys. She doesn't combat.
Oh dear. Well, we'll fix that. It's Nova's turn.
Okay. So, Nova was like getting ready. She's preparing. Dark shadows were starting to like swirl around her hands, and she was getting ready to like lay out. And then the robot says that. She goes, "Let me." And instead of blasting it, she will now run in and try to do its panels. Can't move myself though.
You can't move yourself. That's weird.
Can't move myself. Oh, now I can move myself. I don't know. I was doing it wrong, I guess.
All right.
So, I hoping maybe like lockpicking might help with this, like get the panel off.
You don't know where it is. You have to find it first.
Oh, I thought it was pointing at it. No,
No, it's just somewhere on his chassis.
it doesn't like stick way out as like this is the panel.
No, you'll have to make a
How many
perception
panels
check.
does this chassis have?
I'm gonna show everybody what it looks like. Once again, you can see this big, like, muscly form, just covered in heavy
circle?
metals, a little bit rusty, and you can see the right hand, like underneath the little 3 fingers, there is that sort of integrated blaster pistol. The left hand, instead of having the 3 fingers, has a pincer, and you can see as you move closer in the like lit up bar area, a little head kind of bobbing back and forth.
Cute. All right, I'll do a look over to see if I can find the panel.
All right, make a perception.
Perception seeing.
Perception
perhaps?
seeing would work.
I have that. Oh, how average. 15.
A 15 is enough. As you're sort of like looking around, you can see that it's fairly clear that the body underneath is made up of like different parts, and things have like been added on top. The arms look like they are extra. The sort of like overhead hood looks like it's extra. And then the underneath the left arm, kind of by the pincer, you see a like a maintenance hatch that looks like it was cut into the body, and then something was added over top.
Perfect. Is that my whole turn to find it, though?
Yes, that is your action.
Okay. Then I will wait till next turn to try to get in there, but I'll say, I see the panel.
He says, "Oh, can you reach it?" As he swings his like pincers around to attack Karnath.
Yeah, I say, if you don't kill me before then.
Again, I don't know what I've done to earn this.
Oh, of course not. It is Duke Francis's turn. And as he swings his pincers towards Karnath, they spark to life with electricity.
Of course they do. Why wouldn't they?
Why wouldn't they? That is a 15 to hit.
That hits.
That hits, okay. Then that is 9 points of penetrating damage, so it ignores your armor. As the pincers slam into you and grab, and an electric shock runs through your body.
I don't want to play anymore.
And he says, "Oh no, I'm so sorry. Did that hurt?"
Your phone's charged now, though.
What he didn't understand was that I'm Jason Statham in Crank. So he's made me super powerful.
Beautiful. That is all that Duke Rudderbell is doing, which means it is now Bennett's turn.
Yeah. Where did we say the panel was again?
Under his left arm.
Under his left arm? Okay. I'm going to pull out... Benny's going to pull out his pistol and try to shoot. So the panel has like a protective cover. He's going to try to blast it open.
Sounds good. It's very pulp. It's very exciting.
Yeah. So as far as what gun I have, I guess I'll roll to see if I hit first, and then we'll figure out.
Yeah, I'm gonna increase the difficulty
damage.
a little bit over the defense, just because you're targeting a specific spot.
Mm-hmm. Add a degree of success to the damage. Okay, I have a talent, but it's when I hit, so just making sure.
Okay.
Okay. So I stunted.
Yeah, I think that this might require some stunt points.
So 17.
17 is a hit. You needed a 16. So
Nice.
how many stunt points did you get?
5.
Oh, that's more than enough. I was gonna say probably around 3, like maybe 4, for you to trick shot this open.
He's gonna kind of like Indiana Jones, where like the other guys whirling around the sword. He's just gonna hit.
Did you hear the timing on that?
Yeah, that was great. That was beautiful.
It was spot on.
Thank you, Syrinscape, for giving our background sounds and music.
That was crazy.
It's perfect TikTok content. So you pull it from the hip and fire your blaster, and it slams again right there. Slams into the panel right as like it's it's hit Karnath, and it's pulling the pincer back. Bang! And the panel like tears open just a little bit, and you can see like some wiring and like some mechanics in there.
Nice.
And Rudderbell says, "Oh goodness, you shot me! You shot me!"
Yep, sure did.
Are you all done?
Yep. Yeah.
All right, Patrick, it's your turn.
Okay. I don't know anything about disabling technology. But I know that if you break stuff, it usually then doesn't work.
The files are in the computer.
Yeah. And that's what I'm trying to get is his file. So I think I'm just going to try and duck and then just ram a sword into whatever is exposed and give it one of these.
Sounds good.
Just kind of,
So
really old dick twister.
Get electrocuted again.
that's what they call it.
You didn't have to say that out loud to make that thought now in Meric's head.
Okay, so what you need to do is go ahead and make another attack. Same difficulty as Tyler, so it'll be defense plus 2. A 16.
Oh yeah, definitely. 20, 21? Is that how math works?
You can't see numbers, so yes.
Yeah, I just was trying to add basic multiples of 7 together, and as we all know, how can you possibly do any basic addition?
Yeah.
Witchcraft.
21 to hit.
Absolutely a hit.
And a stunt.
And a stunt. I would say in this case you just need to do damage.
Okay.
So, you want to spend your stunt points rolling more damage?
Well, because I'm dope as heck.
Official
Wait, am
term.
I dope as heck yet? I might not be dope as heck yet.
Oh, no. Gotta level up to get dope as heck?
I'm not dope as heck yet.
Oh. Maybe in a level or 2.
Hey, Patrick,
I always
what's your
forget
health
what-
at?
Me?
You.
25?
That's too high.
25. Why? What?
If you drop below half, we get a daring pool point.
Oh, okay. No, I mean, I'm a pretty beefy boy.
Get hurt more.
Get hurt.
You get hurt more.
Thanks.
You're already ahead.
I guess fair point. So I know that 3 point gets lightning attack, so I can do another one.
Mm-hmm.
And I think 3 does whatever adds an extra.
2 does an extra d6 with Mighty Blow.
That's the one. So I think probably I'll just do both, just in case.
Okay.
Do it.
I mean, if you have 5, Lethal Blow does 2d6.
But then I would be lightning attack would get me another attack.
What's the base damage on your attack?
2d6 plus 4.
Okay.
And then I would add another d6 to 1, so it'd be 5d6 total.
Yeah, you'd be doing
You know what I mean?
5d6 plus 8 instead of 5d6 plus 4.
But I wasn't at 5 does Mighty Blow does 2d6, so it'd only be 4.
Oh, yes. I see what you're saying. Yep.
See where I'm at?
Yep.
Okay, so damage on the first one is 16,
Okay.
killing him instantly.
No.
We're not trying to kill him.
I know, but killing the shielding or control.
The chip.
Second attack is an 18 to hit.
That is a hit.
For 12 points of damage.
Okay.
Yay! Darn it. Darn it.
So, 2 swords in, like single attack, or like 1, 2, like, what's it look like?
I think probably it's both blades in.
Just perfect, like, pinpoint strike with the 2 blades, and there's like some sparking. You are not electrocuted up your swords, and
Rubber grips.
Duke Francis Rudderbell says, "Oh, you did it! You! Oh my dear! Oh dear! They installed a backup. There's some sort of second one. I'm sorry, I don't."
Sorry, Duke. Sorry, Duke.
Duke doesn't know where it is.
The Duke does not know.
Duke's not being very helpful for his own survival.
It's being very hazardous, in fact.
Yes. That's me. That's my go.
All right, Melissa, Mel is up.
I was like, are we in something again?
Melissa joins. Katie, what would Mel like to do?
I don't know.
Well, you're
What?
kind of techie, aren't you? You like fix cars?
Yeah, but I was looking. I don't have any things for that.
But you probably are like good at braining, right? Are you a smart gal?
I mean, I have 2 in intelligence. Does that make me smart?
Yeah, way more smarter. Yeah, pretty smart. Like, maybe you could try to see if you like would know from your mechanical background where they might put a backup.
I can try. I just realized I work at a garage and I took nothing mechanical.
Next time, you'll learn.
Mhm.
You talk to the cars.
I do, and they talk back.
I
Well,
mean,
you're the driver.
yeah, you
You're not-
drive and you fly, right?
That's true, and I stock shelves.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay, find a backup.
go for it. Make a perception
it.
test.
Does seeing count?
Yes.
We see things with our eyes.
They're often in disguise.
What could they be though?
Carrots, handbags, tools,
Cheese?
hamsters, cheese, weddings, Kuala Lumpur.
Kuala Lumpur?
No.
It's been like 20 years.
I
I
definitely.
didn't get that reference.
That's okay. It's an old person thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one expected you to.
I did see on TikTok someone posting the epic battle of
Ultimate Destiny?
Ultimate Destiny. Thank you.
I was stomping around Tokyo City like a big playground. Yeah. Anyways, Katie, what did you get?
16?
Epic showdown of Ultimate Destiny.
That's the one.
Yes, 16 is enough. As you're like sort of like looking and Duke Rudderbell like spins to protect the area where he was attacked. He raises the pistol, and you can see down on his right hip, not under the arm, down on the hip. There
Okay.
does appear to be another panel, smaller, more unseen, and a little bit behind, so like you can't look down and see it.
It's on his butt.
Yeah, right on the butt cheek.
It's on his butt.
All right, I was like, do you tell anybody or?
It's like, good, I have this information now. I'll take it to my grave.
Which cheek?
All right. Are you all done, Katie?
Yes, I have no skills, guys. I also don't have a weapon, I realized.
Yeah, we tried to get you one.
We'll get. It's your first mission. It's okay.
I have 2 guns, so I can give you a rifle.
Well, there's a bunch of
Okay.
guys upstairs with guns.
It's Nova time.
Nova time.
Now, does my lockpicking help me get the panel off?
Mm-hmm. Yep, that would totally work.
Nova's just stuck to his butt. Hold still.
It's a lot easier than shooting it off, I'll tell you.
But is it as cool?
No.
Ooh.
Natural 20?
Yes.
You're rolling the wrong dice.
Oh!
Math though.
Yeah. It's truly our greatest nemesis.
18.
That is absolutely successful. You're able to
Teacher us.
pop the like, do you have thieves' tools? Like, what are you doing to manipulate it open?
I have thief shadows.
Ooh. Just like pouring off of your hands.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and so the little panel on the side pops open, and you can see inside that there's like some rewiring that's been done and sort of like extra things that have been added on. It looks like if you were to take an action to pull it off, you could do so. Did you stunt,
But
perhaps?
I did not stunt. And I'd have to spend 5 to stunt.
All right. So you get
Sure,
it
I'll spend
open.
5 to stunt. Let's go.
Okay.
What? We're not doing anything with these points.
That's
No
right.
one's hitting me right now.
I mean,
Which would make my roll a 20, a dirty 20,
Woohoo.
and give me 6 stunt points.
More than enough to say that you'll get another action. Kind of like a lightning attack, except it's a lightning lockpick. And
I yanked the butt.
yeah, you can sabotage in such a way to pull them out. And Duke Rudderbell says, "Oh, thank you. Yes, that was it. That was it indeed." And
see that Cleopatra.
he kind of like droops down a little bit and says, "Oh, something is resetting in me, but not to worry. I am in full control of my faculties once again. Thank you so much for your help."
And you won't attack us now.
Oh,
Yes.
no, I am a pacifist. We used to go hunting in my youth, but I always found it a little bit distasteful. I prefer to stay at home with my books and my tea.
Benny, I think your partner's going to be here soon. You really oughta jet.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Duke Francis,
Yes.
you want to come with us?
Oh, certainly. Could you perhaps help me get this helmet off? It's a little stifling.
For sure.
And there's like some
I assume
some
I have
buckles
tools.
and stuff, and you can like pop them up and pull it off, and you can see like you remember the terrible Super Mario movie with John Leguizamo, and like they had the little heads
best?
on the big shoulders.
That's a good one.
The best one?
I'm Luigi Mario. Yeah, and I'm Mario. It's kind of like that, like with the really broad shoulders and big body, and this teeny little head, like from almost like a different robot body inside this one, and like he's got silverish sort of like metallic skin with like highlights of gold, a like slick back almost like greaser haircut of like black metallic hair, and a beautifully styled curling mustache.
I love
is this?
him.
What is this person?
I think we should adopt him, guys.
He says, once again, a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Duke Francis Rudderbell. I believe these miscreants found me at my old estates. But they took me here and treated me as yet another one of their dusty old artifacts. Bad form, I'd say.
He might know stuff about things, guys.
Yes.
Well, Duke Francis, you probably don't want to be here necessarily when the cops arrive. We wouldn't want you implicated in all of this mess. So if you'd like to come with us back to the garage, you can hop in the car.
Oh, certainly. I would be happy to come with you. Do
Shotgun.
you have perhaps some snacks? Little cakes of some kind?
I think there's a sub. Don't you guys have like a big sub?
Oh,
Would the robot guy actually eat? Like, would we know that?
Do you digest?
So Orions are relatively rare, like small percentage, like one in, I think it's like 500 here in the city. So like they're here, and you know that some of them don't have to eat and some of them do. Like there's a different type of construction, and this one you're not certain if he needs to, but he's definitely expressed an interest in doing so.
Well, we could stop at the bar on the way. I don't think we have any food.
We don't.
I think I ate
We
it
have
all.
nothing. We have gross old coffee.
We'll stop at Smoke Donald's.
Smoke Donald's.
Smog-Donald's?
Smog Donald's.
Yeah, it's just called McDonald's. It is enough dystopian.
Is there anything else that you want to grab from down here?
I'm gonna just start firing artifacts into a bag.
We are not thieves.
What about the maps though? Because we're still trying to find somebody.
Oh, I thought we already took the maps.
Yeah. I think we were in the
Um,
middle of looking at them.
you were in
when,
the middle of looking
the
at
robo
them,
woke
yeah.
up.
Oh,
I
yeah,
want
we
the maps and I want the reports.
Definitely maps and reports.
Yeah, so on that
I changed-
table.
I changed my mind on thieving.
Okay, not thieving.
No, I changed my mind previously where we weren't thieves. I don't like these guys a lot. I want their stuff.
But it's not their stuff.
Well, then
And
we
the
can find out
cops
who
are
it belongs
coming.
to.
Oh,
But the
there's
cops are
snacks
coming.
upstairs. There's soup and stuff.
So going over the things on the table again, there were radio transcripts, there was a map of the overgrowth, and there was a report.
We take all the paperwork.
Take all of it.
All the paperwork, okay? And yeah, Patrick, there isn't like a helpful sack, but there are many crates, and you can take a big old crate and you can start putting stuff in it.
I don't want to take too big of a crate to be awful to carry, but enough like maybe like a milk carton.
Okay, milk crate size.
Yeah, go nothing too big in terms of just yanking stuff, shiny stuff.
Okay. Well, we did write down a couple of things. So you grab the dinner plate, the fancy red gem, the cat statue. You might be able to fit the jeweled chest in there.
Yep.
And then here, let me check these off.
You guys don't understand how poor we are.
But also, like, some of the stuff could be cursed, Cardath.
We'll figure it out later.
That's why Carnot's carrying it.
They're like magic stuff. They could be magic
like-
stuff.
Owned by really rich families who have the brick streeters storing it for them and will now be our sworn enemies.
Yeah. Also known as story hooks.
Hey, Duke Francis, do you have like a itemized list of the stuff down here, perchance?
No, I'm sorry. They didn't keep me active. There was some sort of security measure that if you didn't speak the password, I was to kill you, or failing that, just hold you hostage.
was the password?
Blue bricks and honey?
Yes, that was the password.
Crap. Crap in a sack.
And so you're leaving behind the dress box and the armor. There's also...
What armor? Say armor again.
It was just armor. We didn't give it too much detail.
Well,
When
can
you said
we
both makes me feel like they're cursed.
perception the armor? Like, just check it out quick.
Sure. I think you need magic to figure out if it's magic, but you could do a perception test, learn a little bit about it.
Just a old lookaroo.
Mm-hmm.
Will a 6 be enough? Or sorry,
I
a
mean-
5?
It looks like armor.
Yes.
Hey
It
guys,
looks old.
this is armor.
Grab it anyway. We'll get Nova
It's
to take
old.
a look at it. Grab it anyway. We'll get Nova to take a look at it.
And then there are also various other like small valuables that you could grab in a second box, other than sort of the named ones.
Well, I don't think anybody else is grabbing stuff, so.
All right.
Nova's trying to get away from thieving.
Yeah, Benny's gonna grab the armor. I guess
It's not stealing to take from criminals. It's a reallocation of assets.
All right. Well, with that grabbed and Duke Rudderbell in tow, You can head out of the warehouse into your car and off into the night, and we can go ahead and take a 5-minute break. Yeah.
Do we have
How
enough
is-
seats in the car?
Yeah, I was like, how's the Duke getting in the car?
I mean,
On the top.
this is a
I'll
good
tie him
question.
down. He'll be fine.
He just like clangs onto the sides.
He's like, I'm not sitting in the back.
Yeah.
Giving up my seat.
I'd
Yep.
already called shotgun.
She
He's
sure
so
did.
small though.
I heard it.
I called it as soon as you said we were taking him.
I know you did, but you could easily just sit in the back and either sit between people, sit on someone's lap.
Pop the trunk of the
Yeah.
loner and keep it up, and the Duke is just in there.
As it's like driving like this.
I think if Nova takes shotgun, Benny's just gonna like muscle his way in.
And you're in the middle. It's one of those long bar
Yeah.
front seats.
Okay, so I'll just take the back seat all myself.
Yeah, I was like, with the Duke's in the trunk.
Yeah.
Karnath lays down.
Mel can't turn the steering wheel because Betty's in the front, so there's no room.
You can't get the gear shift because it's between his legs, and you're just like, come on!
As you're driving, you can hear Duke Francis saying, My, this city is certainly large, and what are all of these lights? Oh, goodness. Wow.
Yes.
You've been,
So we're getting the vibe that he hasn't been around a while. Like he's been asleep.
You're thinking so, yeah.
You know what that sounds like, Tyler? Sounds like Necron activity.
All right. Let's go for a 5-minute break. Be back here at 9:02. Very good. A break time. And we're back. Hello, everybody.
And welcome to the back.
And welcome to the back. We just defeated, sort of, befriended an Orion named Duke Francis Rudderbell in the secret underground smuggling warehouse of the Brick Streeters. You have now gone off into the night and away, and you maybe saw like some police cars arriving as you were leaving, and I assume you head back to your office. That the plan?
Yep.
Yeah, he didn't say anything about his estate, where it was, and I'm guessing he's been out a while.
He did not.
Maybe it's
Duke.
down.
That's probably a good bet since they've been doing runs down to the green.
Mm-hmm.
We can have a look at the map when we get back to the office.
We should also just see if we can swing by, find like an all-night bakery to grab some snacks for the Duke.
Sure. How much do you want to spend on your stop at the all-night bakery?
I just want to hand weave it.
But like, I want to know: are you buying a bag of like mini donuts, or are you picking up like a cake and like a charcuterie board?
Oh no, we're getting like a Tim Hortons mixed pack of donuts.
Nice.
I mean, but we
No
also
old
live right by
fashioned.
it.
No.
No old fashioned.
There's one old. No, maybe there's one old fashioned in it. We'll see
If
what
I
happens.
will go back.
The Duke will like old fashioned.
Let me just.
The only
quickly-
poison to my kind.
I'm just gonna quickly do this. We're going to see who is making this for you.
They're always bad.
Old fashions.
Yeah. Not the drink. They're great.
Ah,
And sometimes bad.
what is happening? Oh, there we go. Sorry. There we go.
Kylie, did you not get the black memo?
It's just a phase, okay?
And so yeah, there's like a teenage Drac, and she's like listening to the radio as you come in and like half paying attention as she puts donuts in a bag for you. And yes, she has put one of the old fashions in, even though you specifically asked not for one.
I go back in.
And what do you say?
I say, hey, I don't know how I could be more clear. I said no old fashioned. And you put an old fashioned in.
Fine.
It's literally your job.
She takes the old fashioned back and puts it on a napkin and gives you another donut.
That's all it took. That's all it took is that little bit of care.
And you leave and the door does the ding and you look back and she's eating it.
Kids these days.
All right.
Respect.
So back at the office. Oh, and let's increment this daring meter. So it's up to a 4. Oh, and actually, let's just say a daring. The fact that you didn't get the donut that you wanted was such a reversal, a disgrace. It's actually at a 5.
Wow.
Your character felt very unhappy with this.
Sorry, Karnak, but we're
Karnath.
Karnath.
Karnak is where we have to go to find our son.
Oh, sorry, we're gonna get donuts every time for a free daring.
It's perfect, yeah.
It's always gonna be wrong.
Okay, so the next thing is so you're back at the office. It's dark, it's late. like the bodega on your floor and the mechanic shop, they're both closed. So you pull out your keys and go in and flick on your lights. Everything is closed and locked and in good order.
Glad Myrtle's not still working.
Yes, Myrtle did go home. She needed to catch her stories.
I make coffee. Mel wants coffee.
Hey, there are coffee grounds.
I figured if there weren't any in your office, I'd just go take some from the mechanic shop because there's definitely coffee there. And I work there. So. Stop stealing stuff, Karna!
I would break into the bodega. We love them.
Nova's just gonna pop a Timbit in her mouth and then flop sideways on a chair. So, all legs and directions with one of the reports and just start reading it. See if she sees anything cool in the report.
All right. And Duke Francis Rudderbell kind of putters around very carefully and says, oh, this is very nice, very interesting. And what is that? Pointing at the coffee
Don't
maker.
touch it.
No?
Don't.
I'm terribly sorry. Did you all introduce yourselves to him? Like, have you all traded names at this point?
No.
Probably not.
Oh.
Well, I think we've probably explained that we're detective agency on the way back. Or like...
But he was in the trunk, so we didn't.
So, like, as you're coming in, he's looking at the sign and he's like, Starfall Detective Agency. Wow, that sounds very official.
Yep, that's us, but yeah, it's a little bit of a jump, sorry.
Oh, yes, it is rather, a pedestrian, in a very charming way. It's quaint. It's very good. Oh, where do you get this furniture? It's an odd make.
Oh.
Usually dumpsters.
Yeah,
Fine.
or
Oh.
might be a favor. We don't really take much in pay.
Oh,
Try to help folks out.
very good. Well, I'm certain that we could help each other. If you could return me to my estates, I would certainly be happy to pay whatever fees required.
Do we have a map in our office?
We got the map of the undergrowth that we stole from the place.
Yeah, let's take a look at that. Spread
Sure.
her out on the desk.
And so you spread out this big map, and it's a survey map. So it sort of like, it shows some landmarks of like on the ground where there are, hilly regions, lake, and so on. But for the most part, it's an elevated aerial map showing the currents of the various like residues. But marked on the map are several sort of like locations that are clearly ground locations. They're not marked in the air. Most like maps of the overgrowth are like this because most people don't go down there and map it out. And Duke Rudderbell looks at this and goes, "Oh yes, it's very interesting. And what is this?"
Duke,
Yes.
you lived in a castle?
Oh yes, a very lovely appointed manor house. I built it 5 years ago after the investments with my allies up north came in. Yes.
Is it on the ground or in the air, bud?
It's on the ground. What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Exactly
We're,
what I mean.
we're in the air.
Duke Francis, what year is it?
Oh, and he rattles off a year that doesn't make sense because the calendar is like a year that doesn't make sense to you.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get him a cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say, why don't you have a seat? This is called coffee. It's really warm. It might be hot. And it might make you really not sleepy, but it's really good.
Oh.
I think that you haven't been home in a really long time.
Oh. And kind of takes a sip of the coffee and goes, oh, rather bitter. Do you have some sugar for this?
Do you guys have sugar?
I feel like we don't.
Yeah.
I feel like we've all
Just
determined to drink
black
coffee. Black. It's cheaper to drink black coffee. We can't go get milk every time.
Sometimes the same grounds in the machine for like.
Yeah.
Really bad.
We're good at resource management.
Just eat your donut with it. That'll sweeten it up.
Oh. Takes the donut, dips it in the coffee.
What is it? Yeah. There you go.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
yes. There you go. Yes.
What was it called when all of us came here? Like, what was that event called?
Oh.
The dimensions or whatever.
So.
Not you, Benny.
I've always been.
Yes. That was
The recreants, I believe.
the recreants, of course. I think I just call it the arrival, actually.
I just want to ask him if he remembers that occurring.
That was only like 10 years ago, right? Or 20 years ago?
Yeah.
Was it less than that?
Yeah, shorter than that, like 3-ish years ago.
Longer than that.
Was it 5 years?
It's like, I'm thinking of a number in my head. Can you guys guess it?
Yeah, right?
76.
Okay, it's 3.5 years after that.
Okay. Yeah, 3-ish
From my
years.
notes. And it's called
Okay.
The Arrival.
The arrival. There we
Okay.
go.
So I'll just ask him, do you remember the arrival when a bunch of us refugees came here from other places?
No.
No, he doesn't know what electricity is. I think
there
it's
be-
been a lot longer for him.
Would there have already been orcs and stuff? But only from the arrival.
There were no orcs, and there were no elves.
Okay, I'll say, do you know what I am?
Oh, well, you're certainly a very charming young woman.
Perfect. Okay. Well, my name's Mel, and I'm not from here, and most of my friends aren't from here either, and I think it's probably been a really, really long time since you've been to your house.
Yes, I'm certainly getting the sense of that. I thought that maybe they had taken me away to some of the Saurian cities, but I haven't seen any Saurians. No offense to you, I'm sure that, like pointing to Benny, I'm certain maybe you have some Saurian relatives. You do have wings, which, as I understand it, is not very common. But, I feel as if I'm missing something rather large. What is happening?
Yeah, you're in a flying city, bud.
Oh, so we are in a Saurian city. So,
Oh,
Saurians...
dead bud.
The Saurians did have, like, a technological setup. Like, they had electricity, they had technology, they had magic, but their cities, 400 years ago, blew up. And sort of the floating rock remnants were then settled by the Drac and made these cities over the last 400 years.
Damn, he's been out for a while.
Is there like a history show that we can turn on the TV? I'll blow his mind.
It's the old-time history show every night on 99.996K.
I'll go look
Conveniently.
for the VHSs.
There's no TV yet.
Radio?
Radio
There.
plays.
Radio
Film?
History
Okay.
Channel? A book! He could read a book.
Oh, I could certainly go for a library. Did you know I was one of the foremost philanthropists of my time. I gave many donations to the library in Dristenhar.
Do we know where Dristenhar is?
Yeah, what's that name?
No, I mean, the names of, like, the cities and nations from before this catastrophe are mostly, like, scholarly stuff. Like, people don't tend to learn that anymore.
Yeah, not our types.
So he's been out for at least like 400 years.
Yeah.
Poor guy. His house probably isn't even there anymore.
Or it's all
Pro-
planty.
Probably all covered.
I mean, hopefully he had some sort of secret vault.
Do you say that out loud?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Like, everybody is discussing this out loud?
Well, I'm cataloging my recently acquired possessions.
Of course. And pulling up, like, the floorboard where you hide things because you don't have a safe.
Yeah.
Slide
It's
the
underneath the couch.
couch back over it, yeah. He says, "Oh, my house would be overgrown, I suppose, but I would expect that my estate would have taken care of those sorts of things in my absence."
I'm still sitting in my chair, like reading the document,
Yeah.
like one of the reports. So I'm only half paying attention. I just say, "They're all dead, bud.
Who's all dead? What do you mean?
Your state.
You're starting to alarm me.
Life's alarming."
In the morning, we'll take you for a walk. You
Okay.
can take a look out the edge.
Ooh.
It's here, and it's not gonna really cut it.
All right. Jen, I will get you to make sort of a research roll, whatever you think makes sense, like an intelligence.
Yeah, I'm intelligent.
And Katie, do you have sort of like a navigation-y type role? Intelligence pilot, maybe?
I have advanced piloting, but it's under dexterity.
Yes, so you can do that, but with your intelligence ability instead, because it's not like physically piloting, but your piloting skills would apply.
But do I still get...
Yeah, make an intelligence with a +2 bonus.
Got it.
Jen, what did you
I
get?
got a 12.
A 12? Okay. Yeah, you just flipping through the papers, mostly just like really boring supply reports and sort of updates. It seems as if the journey took maybe 3 days on a small sort of hopper, which is kind of like what Katie's building in the back of the mechanic shop.
Good to know.
Cool. Some might say incredibly coincidental.
Mm-hmm. And Katie, what did you get?
13.
13? Yeah, that just hits a challenging. And so, as you're sort of like thinking about this and so on, it suddenly, like, you recognize that name, Dristenhar. It is marked on the map. It does say Dristenhar on one of the areas that is in the overgrowth.
We should point that out to our friend.
Hey, Dookie, I think I found your house.
He says, "Oh, on this map," and he looks over and he says, "That's strange. You seem to be indicating that there's forest all over this area, but, well, I mean, well, yes, that is the..." And he, like, he points out some, like, natural features, like, "Oh, well, you know, that could be this lake, and, oh, well, that could be the river, and, oh, goodness. My city is underneath all of this forest?
Yeah, magic goop did all that.
Oh. Well. Dristan Har was one of the greatest jewels of the world. We had the Royal Library. We advanced science and magic, and we. Are you certain that this is my Dristan Har? Huh.
Well, pretty sure. But, you know, I've never been there. So we could go check it out and see.
Oh, all right. Well, if we can go and perhaps visit my estates, I'm certain that I can. You do still use money these days. I saw you exchanging currency for these lovely, delicious, cakey treats. I can pay you gold and jewels.
We're in.
Very good.
Hey, Dookie, I have a question. If
We
you
changed the
cry, do you... Okay, D. Frank. If you cry, do I have to oil you? Like the Tin Man?
Oh, well, I don't tend to. And then kind of looks down. He's like, well, these parts do rust. You know, if you have a good body shop, I would like to shed some of this additional chassis that they have welded onto me.
Ah, come with me, my friend next door. I'll take care of ya.
Oh, good. Very, very good. And so you've got possibly a guide and possibly a second quest or investigation.
With money, maybe. We might get paid.
It's a good thing we didn't take down the Duke.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
was he like the indications of where the Brick Streeters were heading down for their whatever clandestine missions they're up to? Is that in the same location as where the Duke came from, or is this another place?
Same location.
You know, so I mean
So
that's
they-
like a quest hub, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking maybe they snagged him from there. Brought him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, putting it all together, it definitely feels like
Get some red string from the pottery barn.
they found a location where they were pulling up artifacts. One of these artifacts was Duke Francis Rudderbell. And while investigating, they found the location of something called the Pearl of Paxrathus and sent an additional team to find it.
Nice.
You are assuming that Sam Pinnock, the missing man, is involved in this way in some manner. This team leaving coincides with him going missing.
All right.
Sick.
Oh, we're gonna start a big not storyboard, but like
A murder board.
What-
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Except
Sam
our
right there.
it's just one location with a one red string tied to another location. 'Cause we have nowhere else to go.
We are here.
Here,
There's a,
there.
no, there's a string to the donut place. To the-
There was no need to put that there. The
Excellent.
bar.
Well, that's all we have for tonight. We can discuss our plans for this expedition offline and be ready to go next time. Any questions
Excelsior.
before we sign off for the evening?
Mm-mm.
Is that all clear? That makes sense?
Yeah.
I like it.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks for the game, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The plot thickens. The mystery mysteries. So, final things, of course. This has been streaming on Moonbeam, and if all goes well, it's just going to be a VOD there now. It'll be up on YouTube, generally on Wednesday, And thank you for watching, everybody. Various news and so on. Moonbeam is now in closed beta and will be on open beta very soon, so people can come in and make their accounts and do all the cool things. We are Roll20 ambassadors. Roll20 just finally connected with Demiplane. There's some very cool stuff going on right there. And keep an eye out on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@SkyhammerPress, for upcoming Star Trek Adventures USS Challenger episodes. We'll see you again in 2 weeks. And stay daring.
Like, stay daring.
Ooh, stay daring could be good. Stay daring! Alright, a good night, and goodbye, everybody.